Right guys, Harry here from the Dark Artisan YouTube channel, and I'm bringing you this unboxing video. You may have seen these mats on some of the battle reports I've done so far. These are from Urbanmatz.com, and I've been back in touch with Martin. A lot of people have commented on them and said that they're fantastic to play on, so I'm getting 3 more. I haven't had a look through them yet, so let's unbox them and have a quick look. So the first thing you notice is packaging. Box is quite neatly packed. Postage I have today is Tuesday, and I only actually paid for these, and Martin sent them on Thursday, so that's very fast postage from Czech Republic. And as we can see, if we open them out, we've got 3 in these lovely bags that the previous mats came in, and if you purchase or order a mat before the end of 2015, these bags come free with them. So there we go, there's the first 3 out. Let's have a closer look at them. Right, so there we go, we've got everything out the way. Let's have a look at the first one. I haven't opened these as of yet, so we'll see which one is which. I've ordered 3 like I said, so alright, here we go. Which one is this? Right, so this looks like the Urban one. Wow, what can I say? This looks fantastic. As you can see, rolls straight out, and obviously this is all being stored, rolled up and even transported, and immediately goes nice and flat. First impressions, I like the size of the road. Corners, obviously you'll fit the terrain quite well. Very, very industrial, so it gives a nice different feel to the other mats that you've seen. It's very bright and vibrant, plenty of yellow in, and lots and lots of detail. So I quite like this one. I think we'll have to have a look and get a game on this one quite soon. So let's have a look at the second one. There we go. And again, like I said, these have all been rolled up and transported whilst they're rolled up, so they roll out nice and flat. Now this one looks to be the cobblestone one, and I like this one a lot. So first impressions, we've got blood spatters, big cracks and rocks jutting out. We've got some grates here. I think this one, it'd be quite good for multi-purpose games, so if you play like ball action, possibly Infinity, I think it would be quite good in Malifaux as well. So I think this one looks quite nice indeed, which means that the last one that we've got too will be the snow one. And there we go. Really nice and bright, plenty of detail in with all of the rocks. Yeah, I like this one quite a lot. We'll take a look at some of the details on each of the mats in a bit more detail, and we'll have a look and see how they serve their purpose. Alright, so a little bit more about Urban Mats and the mats themselves. Quite a lot of people have shown a lot of interest. I've been taking them around different clubs that I go to with the mats and let people play on them. I've used them in tournaments, and a lot of people actually commented on the quality of them. Martin's actually been promoting quite well. Audley did a full review of the snow one, and Ash Barker, formerly of Mini Wargaming, now of Guerrilla Miniatures, actually got hold of a few as well, and he's also been using them. So please go and check out both their channels and their reviews as well. And I previously did a product review video as well. So what I'm going to do over the next 10-15 minutes or so is have a closer look at each of the mats and see how the models move about on them, and basically test the main features that gamers tend to do. So alright, so let's have a closer look at each of the mats with a little bit of the detail on. Now this one is the Urban, and as you can see here, we've got some fans with some, looks as though concrete slabs, and obviously we've got the black and yellow hazard marks here. And as you can see, even the shading just going down into the fan duct there, phenomenal. The prints on these are really, really good. I mean, even the road here, you can see stress marks in the road. Coming across here, you've got obviously all the stains on the flooring of where this factory was. Some cracked where something has obviously fell. Coming across some ducts or air vents. And even down here you've got some girders, another vent, and even the curbstones between the road and the rivets. Phenomenal detail on these. Can't wait to have a game on this board. I think it'll look very, very nice with a lot of kind of industrial terrain on. And yeah. So this one is the cobblestone mat, and this one doesn't have as many kind of breaks in the pattern as what the Urban District one does, but I like it for that as well. Now if we move down, we've obviously got a grate or a sewer pipe here. We've got spatters of blood, a little bit of moss growing through, and some more blood. The shading on each of the cobblestones is quite varied, as you can tell here. Some darker ones, some lighter ones, and some cracks here with a bit more moss growing through. And I think this one would work very well, like I said, with other games such as Malifaux. It's a very kind of Victorian feel to it. Warhammer Fantasy would probably be quite good, or Age of Sigmar as well. I quite like this one a lot. It's a kind of multi-purpose board. This is the snow mat, and again I quite like this one. It's very, very plain, but plain is good. Some of the other gaming companies have details on which kind of limit it to one game, but this one, like I said earlier, can probably serve as a multi-platform mat. So you can probably get Age of Sigmar, Malifaux, Bolt Action again on it, and any other games where there might be snow, probably Frostgrave as well. But if we have a look down here, you can see where there's some rocks just poking through the surface of the snow. Big snowdrift here. The white, it is actually a lot more detailed in person. The camera doesn't quite pick up the level of shading in the snow, and I think I quite like this one a lot. If you've got snow-based themed army, I think playing a game on this would be very nice indeed. Unfortunately I haven't got any snow bases, but hopefully we'll be changing that very soon. So let's have a look at the two mats that I already had, which is the concrete area and the grassland. Right, so this is the grassland one, and as you can see here, we've got some lovely detailed rocks. It's a very kind of Lord of the Rings-esque when they come out of the Mines of Mordor. That's the feel I get with this mat. I love the bright green, then you've just got kind of the patchy areas here, and then you've got some really lush green at this side, and you've got the rocks just dabbed about, tree bark. Yeah, and this one again is probably quite multi-purpose. You can probably get a whole host of games on there as well. Now all the mats that I have are 6x4 due to me playing 40k. Martin also does them in 4x4 and 3x3 as well. Alright, this is the concrete area mat, and as you can see, although a few people have commented that the concrete slabs are quite big, but to be honest, I like it because one GW Ruin normally fits quite nicely along that edge, and you just get the impression that kind of that would be the foundations of that piece of scenery. You've got kind of the outskirts of what looks to be like some form of pit here, or an excavation site where something has been uncovered, a crashed ship or something mechanical. This one might not serve for fantasy quite as well, but for things like War Machine and Malifaux, it probably fits in. And obviously 40k, you've seen me use this mat a few times now. You've got other things over here such as the skull, could be an ancient Tyranid of some sort. You've got obviously all the cracked concrete and the grate here. Right, so just to show you how easy it is with the dice, I've drafted a non-gamer in. So big thanks to my mum for helping us out with this, but we're going to see what her thoughts are on rolling the dice on here. And bearing in mind my mum knows nothing about Warhammer, and we'll see what she thinks. So let's have a look at the Battle Predator. It's going to shoot at these tomb blades. So we've got 6 shots. As you can see, there's enough bounce in the mat for the dice to roll about without them going all over the place, which you get on wood. So we've got 4 hits, and heavy bolters, wound on 3s, actually it'll be 4s. So there we go. My mum has 1 save to make, so do you want to chuck the dice, mum, and see what you think about it? There we go. How easy were them to throw? What was the sound like, do you think?
Very easy, sounded very quiet.
Yep, not bouncing all over the place, but just enough bounce. And how easy is it to scoop them all back up?
Oh, very nice, clean, lovely, smooth.
And there we go. Lots of people, like I said, I've had them at the different gaming clubs, have really commented on how easy it is to pick the dice and everything up. So let's have a look at the next thing. If we just look here, one of the main features I find is model movement. Sometimes when you've got like flocked boards or the GW Realm of Battle board, sometimes you find it's difficult to move models, especially if you've got things on bikes, on skimmer stems, sorry, like this. Sometimes they'll drop off. This is just a little sneak peek at the upcoming Necron Force. But what you find sometimes is, it's not going to happen now, I want it to. There we go. The bikes quite often drop off the stems, and now I can't get it back on. There we go. So what I tend to find is, especially playing on the mats, they're very, very easy simply to just slide along. So these tomb blades looking to get some shots in on the Battle Predator here. Battle Predator, very nice and easy just to move things around. So yeah, can't really complain. They're very, very smooth. They roll out incredibly smooth, and it's very easy to turn up at a gaming club, roll one out on a table, plonk your scenery down like this, and you're pretty much ready to roll with a great looking battlefield almost instantly. Alright, so let's have a look at the movement test for a non-gamer. So my mum is going to move them along. Now before you move it along, try picking it up by the top and moving that, mum. Pick it up, yep. There we go, look, it's coming apart. Now how irritating would that be? Every time you move that model, it does that. Irritating, yes? Right, now try and move these guys by pushing the base along. There we go. And how easy is that? How nice and smooth is it to move your models along?
Very easy.
Much better than pushing it along a sand surface or an uneven surface, yeah?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alright, so in this next section we'll have a look at how effective the mats are for cosmetic purposes. And as you can see here, this is just a board on my mum's dining room table. Nothing wrong with it once you put a few bits of scenery down, and this is probably what most people are used to playing on if they go to gaming clubs, or if you you know, set up in your own kitchen or dining room. It's very basic, it serves its purpose, but for filming battle reports, and if you really want to get in the mood of the game, and even for like sort of thematic purposes, or for the story, you might want to change things up a little bit. So we'll have a look and see what we can do with each of the mats and how we can change the mood and theme. Alright, so here we go. We're going to use the snow mat here just to show how we can change the mood and basically the scene without doing too much at all. So we've got a couple of little bits of terrain there and a couple of bits of models. So what I'm going to do is show you where I do my battle reports, just to try and add that bit extra detail and change the mood around slightly. So what I've got here is some lichen or lichen, however you want to pronounce it, and just add a few bits kind of here and there. And the reason I've chose white is because it gives off the impression kind of, you know, it's very cold, harsh planet. There's not much green to the plants at all, and they're kind of dying off. So we can just add little bits of the foliage here and there. And I mean, even straight away there, just simply adding that makes a big difference. The other thing that I regularly do is add rocks, and here I've got bits of plum slate, which you can get from most garden centres, B&Q, things like that as well. So just add a few extra little bits and pieces, kind of fallen rocks and being abandoned. And there we go. Instantly things looking so much more detailed and really getting you in the mood as to how cold and harsh this planet could be. So then here, all I've done is literally change the colour of the lichen. We've got some really bright green here, some dark green, and I feel like it gives you kind of a fresh spring feel. It's been a long cold winter, and as you can see, the plants are just starting to regrow. And simply just by changing the colour of the lichen there, totally changes the mood of the game. And here we have it again with some kind of orange and brown lichen. And again, it's been a very bleak summer. There's not much foliage left, and it's all beginning to die off as the weather gets colder. So as you can see, just simply by changing the moss and lichen around, really changes up how the game looks and feels, especially if you're into the whole kind of thematic and want things to look really good. And obviously this can be changed between the battle mats as well. I mean, you've seen me use the orange lichen quite a lot on the concrete area. I think if we used the green one, it would give sort of a courtyard or kind of popularized area. But yeah, let's have a look and see what we can do to improve this further. Right, so here we go. I've arranged the terrain a little bit, put some rocks and bits of lichen down, and I think this really sets the mood and scene for the game. Now, as a non-gamer, I'm going to ask what my mum thinks of this. Now, obviously when you walked past earlier, mum, and you saw I had the models and the scenery on just your table, looked okay, it served its purpose, didn't it? But if you walk past and you see somebody gaming on a board like this, what's your first impressions? How does it look to you as a non-gamer? Does that catch your attention? Do you think it looks good?
Oh yes, it's very impressive.
And I think the mat just kind of helps set the scene, and especially obviously with the functionality of it and everything as well. Would you agree that if somebody doesn't quite know what this is, it will catch someone's attention?
Oh, definitely. It's very nice.
Cool. So that's from a non-gamer. Like I said, all of the gamers that I've showed the mats to have been very impressed with them as well. Martin offers a very competitive price. He charges, I think it works out about £52 delivered for a 6x4. They do come from the Czech Republic, but like I said, delivery was very quick. It's taken, I think, 4 working days to reach. I do have mats from other companies that have taken over 10 days to arrive and actually cost more and don't come with the carry case. So I think value for money, phenomenal. Like I said, quite a bit cheaper than the other competitors in the market. Faster postage time. I like the details and the prints on Martin's mats quite a lot more as well. The urban one, the snow one's fantastic. I like the fact that they're multi-purpose as well. You can use them for multiple different games. What I'll do is I'll post a link to urbanmatz.com in the description, along with their Facebook page. So if you want to really emphasize the game and make it look fantastic, I would certainly recommend these battle mats from urbanmatz.com. And like I said, with minimal effort, this lichen works out about £10 a bag, and you get quite a lot. The plum slate or even pea gravel or anything you can get from your local garden centre, and for a very minimal cost you can make any battlefield look phenomenal. It really gets you in the mood and really sets the scene. You'll see in a couple of days there'll be a battle report coming up between Necrons and Eldar, and the table just looked phenomenal. Me and Stu had a fantastic day and agreed that the whole terrain and everything really set the mood. So thank you very much for watching. Please check out urbanmatz.com, and if you're into 40k battle reports, please check out the rest of the channel. Thank you very much.